What's up, YouTube? So, it's your boy. I'm back from a long weekend at Comic-Con, London Comic-Con 2023, and it was a ton of fun. And as you can see on your screen right now, I was there for Tekken 8. That's pretty much all I did for the 3 days when I went. Was there with some friends, some family. We all got a lot of time on Tekken 8. Those are some of my friends there playing Tekken. Namco, I hope it's okay that I'm putting this footage up because the beta was out and they did say that you can record as long as somebody's head's in it, which I think all the footage is like that. But I wanted to talk a bit about Tekken 8, the community response at Comic-Con, both from the hardcore player base and the casual player base, because it was a mix of both. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to show you a really fun set between Rookang and Tendo, who were both in attendance there. But I wanted to talk about how insanely popular Tekken 8 was. Now, I have been going to conventions since I was yay high, and I have never seen a reception for a game, let alone a fighting game, like this before. This was, without a shadow of a doubt, the most packed stand. It wasn't even close. The next closest thing that I can really think of was the Final Fantasy bus. That had a very long line, but it paled in comparison to the hype and the amount of bodies that Tekken brought, the amount of people that were packed into. It was quite a decent space. Tekken had a lot of setups, so it took up quite a lot of the show floor, and you could see the crowd all the way out to Costa Coffee lining up to watch Tekken, watch people play this game. People were going mad for it. People that they look like they wouldn't have even known what a video game was. You know, like 8-year-old dudes, they were coming over and they were like, wow, this game's incredible, this, that, and the other. And this isn't one of those things where, oh, it's a new game and we're just overly hyped because we haven't had a chance to explore it. Namco has been gracious enough to take it to a lot of events, and they've given us a closed network test, which I got to play. That one I got to play for a substantial period of time. I would say I put in about 30 hours on that one. Then I got into the closed beta. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much time with that. I'd say maybe 10 hours with that one. And then I got on to go into loads of conventions in between that and this one being the most recent. So I've actually played this game more than Mortal Kombat. Believe it or not, even though Mortal Kombat's been out for a month now, I've played Tekken more than Mortal Kombat 1. And I've got to say that in my opinion, when this game first dropped with the closed network test, and when I first saw it, I was like, man, I don't know what game this is. This ain't my Tekken. And that opinion has completely flipped. Completely. Having spent enough time with this game, playing people online and offline, I can say that Namco, Bandai Namco are onto something special here. As long as they don't fumble the bag and do something wacky, they are onto something special here. Now, that's not to say that Tekken 8 isn't without its questionable choices. The most questionable being how powerful Jin is, and Claudio's heat is just ridiculous. And maybe, you know, there's a couple balancing things I can say that they might need to work on. But the game itself, Tekken 8, this might be the best Tekken game, and that is saying something, because Tekken, year in and year out, is quality. It is a quality fighting game. It's not like you have a dud here and there. That's not to say that there's not a ranking of Tekken games. Surely there has to be, but Tekken is consistently a solid release, and it only gets better over time. And for this game, for me to say, someone who loves Tekken Tag 2, well, I don't even have my main character in this game, not even my other main character. I've got Feng Wei, but I don't have Craig Marduk, I don't have Jinpachi, I don't have Ancient Ogre. For me to say that this is the best Tekken and it's not even out yet, that is saying something. It is honestly a fantastic game, and you can see on the screen there that Rookang and Spag are playing a match on stage, and shout outs to those two. They are a great team. Like, as a commentary team, Spag and Rookang really do bounce off each other really well. They brought the hype, they brought the energy. People loved seeing them on stage, loved hearing what they had to say. They're both obviously very high level players as well. I had the opportunity to play Rookang. There you can see me playing a bit of Feng Wei. I had the opportunity to play Rookang on stage, which was fun. Humble brag, but I did beat that ass, and he did pull me aside after and said to me, yo, Holo, don't let that get to your head, I'm going to deal with you later on, which he probably will, because Rookang is an amazing player. But it was so much fun. Like, I haven't had that much fun on a fighting game since, I don't know, man, maybe Tekken 7, I guess. I can't really think of one. I love my anime fighters like Budokai 3 and all that, but serious fighting games, I'm not sure that I've had more fun than what I had here, and I can only imagine that it's going to get better as the game evolves and more characters come out. Initially, I wasn't too hyped with this whole aggressive thing, but they have created, the only way I can really describe it is a cinematic masterpiece. When you're playing this game, this is a bit of footage of me playing Jujutsu Kaisen, don't mind that, I forgot to edit out of the video. It's gonna end soon, guys. Don't click off the video. It's gonna end soon. I completely forgot I left it in there. Also, this game is pretty cool. Namco is putting out some sick shit. They honestly, I got hats off to them. They had Ninja Storm around the corner as well. Ninja Storm 5, I think it is now. Connections, solid game as well. And they also had Sandland there, which is a new Toriyama anime slash manga, which is also being made into a game. So they have pulled out all the stops, in my opinion, with Tekken. They've created something that is so exciting for the casuals to stand and watch. The amount of people that were screaming, that were shouting, that were like, come on, come on, like the animations and the way the game sounds. I know the game got some criticism when it initially dropped, and you could hear like it sounds like gunshot sounds when you're getting hit, right? It sounds like someone's fired off a shotgun and it's hit you directly in the face. But do you know what? Namco made a brilliant decision. I take back everything I said in my initial video. People reacted so well to that. Like, you felt like you were punching your opponent, and the crowd felt like you were punching them. Like, it was truly impactful. And then, not to mention all the new animations they've added. Namco's done a very good job in adding new animations. There are a lot of new animations in this game that complement the new style very well. Also, one thing I want to add, and one thing that I didn't like about all the other Tekken games, is that when you juggle someone, they kind of like do this weird floaty animation, and I never liked that. In this, now when you hit someone with something impactful, they get knocked back like it's Goku versus Vegeta, and you can see the rubber on the floor like flying, like bits of it exploding, and it's not overwhelming. Like, I remember we saw Tekken 8 initially being shown off, and there were hit sparks here, hit sparks there, hit sparks everywhere. And you were like, yo, this is too much. Like, what the hell is going on? This is not My Hero Academia. Like, this is Tekken. But they've refined it. And I can say confidently now that the game looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. And it was received in the most positive way. Like, I can't stress to you guys, I've been going to Comic-Con for like 10 to 12 years now. And there have been so many fighting games there where people get a chance to sit and play them. Or, you know, watch trailers and that. I have never seen anything so consistently well received than Tekken 8. I mean that honestly, and I was there for when Tekken 7 was initially shown. I have footage of that on my Instagram. I apologize for my barking dog in the background. She doesn't know when to shut up. So I don't have anything else really left to say other than this game is just fantastic. Shouts to Rookang and Spag that did an amazing job, and shouts to everybody that was working on the Tekken stand that made it really, really fun for everybody there. Now what I'm going to show you, and Namco, please don't flag my video, I believe I can show you guys this. It was a very fun set between Tendo and Rookang. Now, Tendo was called on stage. I was lucky enough to be up there with him and Rookang. I got a chance to stand there and do the recording. And they had a really, really fun set on stage. The whole crowd was into it. Everybody was cheering. Everybody was clapping. And I just want to show you like the sense of community that is somewhat lost in the fighting game space. Because don't forget, of all video games, I would say that the fighting game scene is the most social, because we come from a scene that grew up on the arcades, right? I'm 31 years old now, so I was there when the arcades were still prevalent, and I got to play with a lot of the OGs when I was growing up. I don't know if you guys are from London that are listening, but Trocadero Arcade, I think it was Sega World, although I was very, very young, Good Street or Blue Street. I remember these like amazing arcades we have, and we still have like one or two there, but the arcade scene's mostly dead. So coming out to events like this and seeing the crowd and how hyped they were for everything going on, and just how busy it was, how jam-packed down to the very last moment. Like the video you're just looking at here, that is the closing moments. Everybody was clearing out of Comic-Con, and people were sticking around to watch Tekken. You know, they didn't want to leave. We actually had to stop people. Everybody else was like, yeah, we're done, we're finished. Everybody left their stands. The Tekken stand, people had to be stopped. They had to stop people and say, yo, you need to leave, You can't play the game anymore. It's out January 26th. Relax yourself. Now, just before anyone's like, oh, Hollow's paid to say this, I'm not being paid by Namco to say this. And like I said, I had a very different opinion of Tekken 8 when I initially played it. And I'm very happy that that opinion has flipped, because Tekken is, to me, the premier fighting game. And I feel that Tekken, it has to be good or everything else fails. I know we used to say that about Street Fighter, but I feel like Tekken is setting the levels that Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are just nowhere near right now. And it's really, really nice to see that people are receiving it really well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a fight between Tendo and Rookang. The reason I want to show you is, one, it was quite funny, it was quite entertaining, it was very, very good display of what Tekken 8 is and how people feel about it. And it also, you get to see a little bit of the community and how it used to be at the arcades, because what I was watching kind of made me feel like I was back at Trocadero. So without further ado, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be no more commentary from here. It'll just be the what was actually going on in the venue. Anyways, Tekken 8 took over Comic-Con. I was happy to see it. Take care and peace out, guys. Tendo, don't have it, man. Don't have it.
So lucky.